Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where everybody's getting sick on the Ark because we've had several golems all die in the same place. And I think what happened, if I pause the game here and we scroll down on this here a bit, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4. I think a barrel bot exploded and took out all the other barrel bots around it. Now I didn't know that was a thing. I've had them collapse before, and I've had them go boom, but I've never had them go boom near one. And I think that's we've got five barrel bots there that all explodified right there. One exploded, and the other one and four died from an explosion. So that's a problem, and of course that's polluting our other barrel bots, which is a problem. The issue to that is because we've got a couple of barrel bots broken, and for some reason our three areas up here aren't keeping up. They aren't keeping up with all the barrel bots. They're collapsing at the moment. So we need more. We need more. There have been a few changes as well, particularly here. I've added a storage in here for books. I just wanted to find out whether we were actually making books or whether we were keeping a good balance for them. And it turns out we are making books. Good. So I moved one of these grist mills up to here. It's been moved up to the end there. Doing the same thing to mill there. We have no food in here because I needed to empty the whole area. I took out the centre area and they were planting the potatoes before harvesting the ones in the centre. So I stopped planting the potatoes and then they went and planted the carrots before harvesting the potatoes in the centre. So I got rid of the lot. So they just shoo, be gone, be gone. Also, we planted all our trees in here, but we are actually getting a little bit of a surplus of logs, which is interesting. I think it may be because we're capped on paper. So our paper mills are not running. These two here are not running, which takes just the edge off. We're still nowhere near on gears, and our planks, I think, are slowly built. But it may also be that because I've shuttled this down here, these aren't running, but they are because we've got a backlog of potatoes. So they're still doing their thing. I do wonder whether we go in a bit of a wave, though, whether we have a while where there's all food. So none of the bakeries and things are running, not using logs. Wonder whether that's a thing. I'm not sure. Don't know, but we'll see. We do need, however, to sort out our areas here, sort out our food first. So let's do that before I forget. So first and foremost, sunflower seeds are going in the centre, like this. Then I'm going to clear out the outside. Like so. And we're going to let them all get planted first. And then once they're planted, we will plant the potatoes afterwards. So we'll let them do them, and then everything can be in. We'll plant the other two there. We do need more deconstruction going on. So we need to sort that out. Okay. Sorry, I think something just fell off my mic, so sorry if you heard something weird there. So we have power coming over here, so I might just put them behind here. Put like two more in behind here. Science. There needs to be a golem tab. I feel like there needs to be a golem tab. But then the science tab would only have 2 buildings in it, so yeah. So, but I'm going to put them behind here, I think. 1, 2. That. Run a path down and around. We should reach. We should reach fine there, I think. Yeah. Be fine for that. And then on the outside we can put whatever later. That's fine. Not real fussed about that. This is all good. We've got stuff over here to do as well if we want to. Yeah, I think we're good. We just got to wait for this to go away. Because we can't dispose of them. Once they're like this, you can't actually destroy them. You can't get rid of them. So you can't do anything about it. In the dandelion thing, where I think they should spread on their own, they should, but they are not. And it's a little bit. And let me show you why. If I pause the game and bring up the cheat menu, in the cheat menu here, there is a show highlight resource reproduction spot like this. So that's the resource reproduction spots. That's all the daisies, the dandelions should spread to any of these purple slots, but they're not. They're not spreading, and I can't for the life of me figure out why. I don't know why. But that if you're ever on a bigger, very large map, and you're struggling with a bit of performance, trying to figure out why it's going so slowly, if you bring up the sheet menu, which is Shift, Alt, and Z, boom, here's the sheet menu here. It comes up with a little button down here, Development Console. Try not to run the game, have it pause when you do this, because it does weird things. If you, I mean, it works, but you know, your mileage may vary. But you can highlight reproduction spots, and you will see everywhere that is purple. This is where the game is trying to figure out whether a tree or a bush or anything can actually spread. So it's checking every one of these blocks. So if you have a map with lots and lots of trees in it that's becoming very slow, you can bring this up and have a look at it and be like, well, this is slowing my game down. It's terrible. And if you want to stop it slowing the game down, you can go into your plant trees, find out what tree it is, chestnut trees here, choose chestnut tree, and if you just highlight it all, you don't even need to plant it, just highlight it all, it stops from spreading. Instant stops from spreading. We'll do the same here. So if we go pine trees, and we highlight this right here with pine trees, boom, there you go. Because the pine trees are on essentially farmland, land that is expecting to be planted, even if there's no harvester, no tree forester in range, the game will stop checking whether they can spread, and it will speed your game up. It will make your game go faster. So there's a little hint here. I think we're good over here. I think this is the one here. Do bear in mind, if you turn the menu off and you have it on, it will stay on forever. So you have to come back in here and turn it off again. So there we go. That's it. But that will speed your game up. And you don't have to delete forests or anything like that. You can do that anywhere on the map. You can do it. You can come right over here to the corner of the map, way away from where you are. And if you had a tree in this corner, and you just went, "Hey, I would like you to plant stuff underneath here," it will do it. It will stop the trees or whatever that from spreading. So that is a thing. That is a thing you can definitely do. Speed your game up if you have lots of things going there. Anybody who's been around for when you watched my, I had a Japanese map, the a province in Japan. We had a map done on that. That was suffering really bad from trees. I actually went around and deleted all the trees in the map with the sheet menu. You can bring it on and delete things. But I could have just done that instead, and that would have sped the game as well, because the game just stops checking whether a tree can spread, which frees up cycles for beavers to move around instead. Anyway, how are we doing? Well, we're doing pretty well. All our beavers are happy. We're on 41 happiness. Our well-being pretty much capped. Roosts and shrubs and things were kind of low, and I had a suggestion of I should put roofs over here because this is where people spend most times. I'm going to do that anyway, but we don't need to. But I'm going to do it anyway because we can. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put one here and one here. Get a roof. That. Boom, and boom. And that will get this one and these two. And this one and these two. And then I'd like to... What? Oh, it's got music. Okay. And then we'll get some roofs down here as well. So I'm going to do that as well. I think what we'll do is we'll put one at the entrance to each. Just the first two. I'm thinking about getting rid of these back ones and putting something else back here. I don't really know though. But doing it this way, you'll see it highlights, because it highlights the area and all around it. See, it highlights an area that's 3x3. There, it will get this Lido and the two mud baths, and this will do the same, and then that will do the same, that will do the same, and there you go. And there you go, and there it is. So awesome sauce. Everything could be awesome. Everything could be fantastic. And there you go. They can build those, and we get more going on there. If we need to do scarecrows and that, we can do the same. We can put them in places around. That's not bad. But we want to build in the centre here, and to build here, we do need logs. We don't have any logs, so we need to build like these. Are growing. They're taking their time because they've only just been planted, so they can take time to grow. I did also put in a trapper shack here to get some more maple syrup, if it happened, just because I wanted something on the other side, something similar, a bit of symmetry going on. So we need to plant things in the centre. Now, we do have enough metal blocks to build the tribute to ingenuity. We have 300. We don't have 200 gears, and we don't have 400 planks. And I don't think we're ever going to get them unless we turn off some of our golem making. Because it's all kind of balanced. We're kind of balanced. Do well, but kind of not. bit weird. I don't want to see... I mean, this is affected by woodworking speed, but we can't affect it with woodworking speed because barrel bots do not gain any abilities like that. So, I don't believe that matters, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let me pause the game and click on a beaver. It doesn't actually show you what they're being affected. Well, it does. It shows you the labour monument. Construction speed and handling speed, walking speed and science speed, life efficiency and assembly speed. But if we come over here to this is this wants woodworking speed, which is beaver statue, aesthetics beaver statue, and a barrel bot doesn't have any aesthetics, whereas a beaver does. Aesthetics beaver statue, boom, woodworking speed. So even if we put statues over here, the barrel bots will not gain bonuses, or at least they're not supposed to. But I'm going to put some in over here just to test it, because I don't know. It has happened before. Beehives worked underwater for a while. They shouldn't have done. We know that now, but they did. So I'm going to do the same here. We're going to put in a couple of stacks. So, yeah. So, woodworking speed, aesthetics, beaver statue. So if we come into decoration, beaver statue, we put one of these in. Now this has a fairly large range. It is a 7x7. So I think putting one right here we'll get everything, won't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ah, no, we won't get the very last one. It'll get all of them. If I put it right here, it'll get all of them apart from the last one. I don't think we can get all of those. Yeah, that would get... Yeah, if I put it here, it would get the one on the left. If I put it here, you get the one on the right. So, yeah. So I'll put it in the centre there. And what we do is put it up on top of a top piece, and it can be looking out and look that way. Well, and that'll get woodworking speed up for these to make them a little bit faster. Unlikely it'll work, but why not? Why not give it a try? We'll see how it goes. Okay. Barrel bots have come to an end here. This is good. Okay, so see, this one's died out here, which means it's not really going to go. You are broken. You are broken. Your Drew ability has run out. Barrel bot 376 has run out, which means you need to be disposed of. But you're not being disposed of because none of these actually have any disposable on them. There's space on them. We need planks and gears, which we don't have. We don't have planks and gears things. I may need to expand the planks and gears even more. Maybe when we get... I think we will. I think it will all balance out and all work well if we've got enough planks, enough wood to do it. But we don't have enough wood, so... kind of going to be awkward. So I need to leave this running now. Now, right, we've planted all our sunflowers. Yes, we have. Awesome, awesome. So let's plant our potatoes. We're going to go here. And our carrots, which are going to go here. And we want to plant sunflowers over here. Now, we didn't get rid of all these potatoes, these carrots. So I kind of want to get rid of these as well. Yeah, we're going to get rid of these as well. Because they're not needed here. Boom, boom. Go away. Go away. That means I can also get rid of all these. Like that. Okay. Which means we can put in more sunflowers. But I do want to put in some water towers up here. But the smaller one. So I'm going to put a water tower there and one there. Locking it back by one because I want the gap around the edge. And then we're going to go and get some more sunflowers. And we're going to plant them in gaps. Here. Here. And we're going to say, hey, would you be so kind to mark these for demolition? And would you be so kind as to do that quickly? So there we go. Then we can get rid of those and plant some more in there. And then we get some more sunflowers on the end as well. And I think that'll balance pretty well. This side's going to do potatoes first and then do sunflowers. This side's going to do carrot first, then do sunflowers. Because of the closest one. The end ones are going to get harvested rarely. So maybe I should put another farm up there. But we'll wait and see. We'll watch and wait and see how it goes. Maybe I could change them all over to be sunflowers priority. And then they'll do whatever they want to after that. We'll see. We'll just wait and see how it goes. Wait. think it's going to be the best bet. But we need to just wait for these to grow, which is going to be another, they're 15, 16 days. So another 2 weeks, 3 weeks to grow. And we just got to wait for time to go on. There's no point in putting down the monuments because we just don't have the resources for them. And I'd much rather keep up because we currently have 3 jobs from the golems. I'd rather the gears that we do have go to the golem factory. So okay, we're going to leave this running. We're going to have this just do its thing. And hopefully we can come back and we'll have more trees and more gears and more golems, more everything. And why aren't you running? You are running now. Okay. But yeah. So we'll be back in the future. I don't know how long this is going to take. Just got to let it go. See you soon. Well, things are not going according to plan. I ran out of fuel. Of course, I got rid of all the potatoes. And all we had was grilled potatoes. And you can't make fuel out of grilled potatoes. So, mistakes were made. I have switched these over to spade dock and switched over to actual beavers working in them. Because when bots run out of fuel, they won't work. And because they won't work, they won't make any fuel. And because they won't make any fuel, they won't work. And because they won't work, they won't make any fuel. And it's bad. So, yeah. And also they're running on spade dock for the moment because it looked like we had plenty of spade dock. And spade dock, I shouldn't have done spade dock. I should have done sunflower seeds. I just realised that. There. Boom. That's what I should do. Boom, boom. Because sunflower seeds don't get processed. So we have 3,500. So that's what I should have done. But mistakes were made. I'm also going to switch one of the... And actually, barrelbots I'm working in, so I don't need to do that. So hopefully we'll be okay. I'm going to prioritise these buildings with the haulers to get them in there and switch them back over to be barrelbots. Hope and pray that will be okay. Water's good. We're actually going up in trees, but I think that's because no one's working using the trees. Everything went wrong. Everything went very wrong. I literally, I just went, we'll leave it here, and I turned away, and I looked at someone else, and I came back, and oh, so yeah, and more golems are failing in places. Explosions, created, destroyed. Oh me, oh my. So hopefully we're going to recover this, but it means it's going to be a lot longer than I expected. Like a lot longer than I expected. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Which, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So it does mean that, it's not for you watching this episode, because you've watched this episode, it does mean that I can't get the things that I want to do in this episode, is what I should say there. So I'm going to actually have to cut this episode here to get this one up ready for today, because it is today that it goes up, rather than let it do its thing. And I was hoping that we could get close to it, because we are close to the end. It feels like I'm just dragging the end of this out, and I don't mean to be dragging it out and do things, but disaster. So yeah, but we will get back to this. I will let the game run in between, and hopefully no more barrel bots will explode causing problems and run out of fuel causing problems, and hopefully we won't have any more problems. I'm hoping. Hopefully. I might switch these farms over to be sunflowers if the numbers start going down. So we'll see. But yeah. We'll have to come back next time and carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.